Hello and welcome to another update video about Cardano and Bitcoin. In this video, we're going to take a look at both charts and we take a look at Bitcoin first. Before we do that, we can take a look at the general market, and it is moving sideways pretty much. Bitcoin is, to be honest, and you can see it just simply by looking at this 7-day chart here on CoinMarketCap. Bitcoin is sliding. It even made a lower low, and we're going to take a look at that. Overall, though, sideways movement, Bitcoin and Cardano moving pretty much together here. Yeah, very, very closely. Other cryptos waiting what Bitcoin's doing. Avalanche, again, successful. When the buy order was triggered, I made a video, $103. Now we're already back at 115. So, you know, anybody who wants to see these buy and sell orders could take a look at my Discord as a channel member. Then what else do we have? We have got here Algorand moving up, not too bad in the last few days, you know, not too bad, but I made a video on Algorand yesterday as well. And Phantom looking good, reached the next target level. So far, nothing too exciting, but Phantom and Harmony One moving together very, very well here. Harmony One, you can see here as well, 11% in the last 24 hours. Made an update yesterday as well. And yeah, that's pretty much the market now. Not, you know, it's still sort of early in the new year. Many businesses, institutions haven't opened yet. I think in the next few days, next week certainly, we should see some more movement here in the market. But Bitcoin is sliding slightly, and we're going to take a look at that. What we talked here about yesterday was this potential head and shoulders. I wouldn't put too much meaning into it because head and shoulders in a range market, not too meaningful. Normally it would detect or show and indicate a cycle top, or, you know, at least the top. Here, this is a range market, so it's normal to move up and down, but it can't be denied that we are currently at a key, or that we can't get here through key resistance level, which is here the $48.5 level. As you can see here, that is a key resistance line. Also on a lower scale here, you've got the 47.9. So there's a lot of volume going on here in this area, a lot of battling between buyers and sellers. I think this was, yeah, we had resistance here, a lot of resistance here as well. So there is a lot of up and down, which is normally in a range market. But if I take a look here at the 4-hour chart, if I make that a bit larger, we can actually see that we made a lower low here, which is not wick, not really a lower low, but none of these wicks have really closed down in a, we didn't have a 4-hour candle closing at this price here, 45.7, throughout this whole period here in the range market. So you could say if we just combined or drew a trend line here of just the closed candles, you can see it has been going down, and even here we've now seen a lower high. So the trend is going down in my view for Bitcoin, which, if the bulls don't really do a little bit of a rocket start now, we might never see this wave B play out like that. And maybe the 52K then was actually the top. And you can see that the most recent move up was actually a higher high. So we have made an attempt, but we haven't broken through the 52K level. So as I said before, if you're new on this channel, I need this, or we need this 52K level broken to move into the yellow target area, which is sitting between the 0.5 and the 0.786 fib levels of this wave here to the downside. This would be the ideal retracement with, I think, 58.5 to 59 to hit this level before we then move down. This is, by the way, what Harmony One and what Phantom are doing. They have done this move down. They are now moving up, and I expect them then to move down together with Bitcoin. There are scenarios where Bitcoin doesn't move up here. I still think it's the most likely one. But with Bitcoin being really weak at the moment, just moving sideways really, it's a bit concerning. You know, I'm not sure if Bitcoin's actually gonna do it to move up here. Bear in mind, tomorrow we have also new moon. New moon, I mean, I'm not putting too much seriousness in it, but we started tracking the moon cycles because just a bit for fun, because sometimes in a range market it gets a bit boring. but we have seen that I think around 75% of the cases the moon cycle indicator actually worked. I would need to go through it in really a lot of detail, but it worked a lot, you know, indicating that whenever you had a full moon cycle, prices did go up, and in a new moon cycle, prices did go down. But again, take it with a pinch of salt. I'm putting more emphasis here on Elliott waves and the Fib levels, and not really too much to the moon indicator, but still I think it makes it a bit funny and yeah, keeps us all laughing a little bit. But it's still interesting, and maybe there is something to it, so never say never. But yeah, so message here, Bitcoin is sliding really. We need to get through these resistance levels here, this zone here between 47.9 and 48.3k to move up higher, and then the 52k is the key level. Until then, we just continue to be in a range, nothing exciting. Maybe here that head and shoulders it is to watch, but yeah, I'm not putting too much emphasis on patterns which happen in a range market. What is interesting is these two levels. When any one of them gets broken, the scenario unfolds with a much bigger likelihood, which means that lower levels will be unlocked below 45.5, where we could really slide a lot. And I think a lot of stop losses will be triggered here as well. Yeah, just below that level, just below 45.5. So that will be key. I think then the price could really slide a lot very quickly. Pretty much what we have done, maybe not to that extent. But again, here also when I told you the 53k level, if you see that dropping, there'll be a huge drop. So could be something similar, maybe not to that degree. And then above 52k as well, if that goes up, I think we can reach this 58.5k level for Bitcoin. And then again, some altcoins are doing this already. And what I did say is when Bitcoin is reaching this area, I'm going to take some profits out, recognizing that we could fall further. If you want to do this for some altcoins, that's entirely up to you. I can't give you any financial advice. Of course, there is risk because prices could go higher. That's something you need to decide for yourself. But it might be worth thinking about, but only if you really think that prices will eventually come down here in this. So this would be the B wave, C wave down. But as I said in the Harmony 1 and Phantom videos, if Bitcoin now started the wave B to the upside, I think Harmony and Phantom could go even higher. Yeah, so this is obviously an ideal target level. There are probabilities around it, but of course other scenarios are always possible. But this would be, in my view, the most likely one, with of course Bitcoin going in here and then down in a wave C, after which we can then expect new all-time highs. Cardano here continues to be without much excitement. It always seems like when Cardano is doing something, when it's then bottomed out, again, it takes ages to do something. And we know that, but Cardano can go really, really quickly when it does. Here again, we had a first attempt that so far was stopped, but we still have made a lower high. But this retracement here, I don't really like. It's a bit too strong, but it's still another higher low, which we have made here like that. So we have a bit of a trend line going on here with 1, 2, 3 touch points. So absolutely valid trend line. I think we could be trailing along that for a moment. So I'll keep observing this one. This has only recently here come to light yesterday with the latest touch point down there. This is a nice trend line that we can of course track. So we're now finding resistance again here on these EMAs. We've got the 13 and the 21-day EMA, which have provided resistance along this downtrend before. So what this could become really is an ascending triangle between the price, of course, here, this ascending trend line, and the Fib level here, the 0.786 Fib level at 145. Ascending trend line and horizontal resistance means an ascending triangle. So it could really be more bullish than bearish, and the potential to really break above this 145 level in a sustainable way. Not something that we did here where we just broke down again very strongly when Bitcoin, I think, went down as well. So again, as there was a breakout, Bitcoin did go down. What I do expect is, of course, in some way for Cardano to follow Bitcoin. Even if Bitcoin drops, Cardano would drop as well, I think. But we have seen also on the ADA BTC chart that ADA is turning around. ADA is also turning around against Bitcoin, meaning that we could finally see that period where Cardano is outperforming Bitcoin, but we don't know yet. It's still too early, and the market is generally still waiting for what Bitcoin's doing. That's what the Cardano price is doing, I think, at the moment. But it's encouraging that Cardano is moving up slightly here, whereas Bitcoin is just going down. So actually, if we take a look on the ADA BTC chart, we should see ADA again outperforming Bitcoin a bit. Can take a look at that, and then we are going to finish the video. And there you go. That's what I said in previous videos. You might remember that I said this could become a cup, well, which it was, but that this could become a handle. And to be honest, we're already 3/4 there. So let's see if this is actually going to play out, with the neckline here at the red line at 3030, I think, depending on which time frame you're looking at. Oops. And yeah, so let's see if that is going to play out further. If this is going to become a cup and handle, we could really see a nice rocket starting soon. All right, hopefully you liked the update about Bitcoin and Cardano. If you did, please smash the like button and subscribe. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.